Over the past years, Nigeria has seen illicit movement of arms and ammunition smuggled into its communities by unidentified persons. Most of these arms end up in the hands of civilians, worsening the country's insecurity challenges. This July alone, Nigeria has intercepted more than 1,200 rifles and ammunition smuggled through its Lagos and River State ports. In this report, Just Nigeria's Mercy Frank speaks to experts to understand what must be done to address this development.
Victims reliving the trauma.
Now when I see guns, I get flashbacks and become afraid, even if it is with a policeman.
Perpetrators profiting from the chaos.
I traveled to Cameroon, Chad, so from there I got involved in arms business.
And a government that must do more.
The land borders will be the most likely route where we have more prevalence of arms getting into our country.
This 51-year-old man grew up in southwestern Nigeria's Oyo State, hoping for a bright future. He migrated to Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, in search of greener pastures. He became a bus conductor. That seemed to work until one Wednesday in June 2021, when a stray bullet caught his arm.
Afterwards, I saw nothing and no one. I tried to stand, but I couldn't. I couldn't scream. I passed out and spent about 8 days in the hospital before I knew what happened to me.
The shooter remains at large, and he continues to carry the physical and psychological scars of that traumatic day. This gunshot victim is among few Nigerians who have survived being shot with illegal bullets provided by armed smugglers like Mira, whose real identity we are protecting for her safety. Now repentant after serving 10 years in jail, Mira says greed fueled her journey into arms smuggling.
I traveled to Cameroon, Chad, so from there I got involved in arms business. So importing arms from there to Nigeria, illegal. My last journey to Cameroon, on my way back from the border, I was arrested.
Mira has since gone through rehabilitation and says she regrets her actions. A 2018 data from the Small Arms Survey indicates that there are more than 1 billion small arms in circulation globally. Out of that number, 87.5% or 875 million of those arms are in the hands of civilians. In Africa, a 2017 data from SBM Intelligence, a Nigerian-based geopolitical research consultancy, estimates that there are over 40 million small arms in the hands of civilians or non-state actors in Africa, with about 11 million of that number concentrated in West Africa. The data also indicates that the number of small arms in circulation in Nigeria in the hands of civilian and non-state actors is estimated at 6,145,000 compared to a meager 586,600 firearms in the hands of armed forces and law enforcement.
The players who either facilitate or support these smuggling practices are usually international players.
Despite the sophistication involved with airport checks, recent reports show that arms smugglers are defying the odds. In the first week of July 2024, the Nigerian Customs Service seized assorted firearms, drones, and paramilitary items worth 1.5 billion naira, or about 926,000 United States dollars, exported from Turkey through the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. Data of illegal firearms seized over the years indicates that most incidents of smuggling occur at land borders, especially the 1,490 illegal entry points into Nigeria. Just Nigeria visited 3 official entry points in north-central Katsina State. The Nigerian border, which leads to Gidan Kane in Niger Republic, is demarcated by a single rope. Birnin Kuka, a village that borders both Nigeria and Niger Republic, also has a landmark rope held high by 2 wooden stick poles. We also visited Dankama community, which leads to a gay border in Niger Republic. The Apapa Seaport here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, is the country's busiest port and a crucial entry point for goods, both legal and sometimes illegal. Now, between January and March 2024, the Nigerian Customs Service Tinkan Island Command seized illegal ammunition alongside banned drugs in different shipping containers. For those in the business like Mira was, it's all about the money. A 2017 Global Financial Integrity Report on transnational crime and the developing world puts the average of an AK-47 rifle in Nigeria at between $1,292 and $2,067. These weapons currently cost between almost $300 and over 460 United States dollars. That's between about 490,000 naira and 750,000 naira. They continue to fuel violence, shatter lives, and leave a trail of fear, just like our gunshot victim experienced.
Something that would have been a petty thief becomes a violent theft, right? Normal break-in becomes a violent robbery, burglary, because weapons are now involved or introduced.
All of them cannot be as effective and violent as they are without weapons. So their access to weapons is what actually makes them as deadly as they are.
The National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons reported a recovery of over 3,000 illegal arms between May 2021 and November 2022. Between July 2023 and July 2024, the Nigerian military reported seizures of 385,079 firearms and ammunition from non-state actors across the country. These recorded seizures pale in comparison to those that slip into the country undetected.
The question will be, how did the insurgents get so many arms? Obviously, they had to get it through the land borders, tracing what had happened in the Sahel, tracing what happens in the Sahel and what had happened in Libya.
If our people, some of our people are compliant, they will not circumvent the law to import items that are hazardous to us as a nation.
With conflict dynamics too, also makes it attractive for weapons to be brought in.
I'm not sure if there's a decisive action that is being taken.
Several seizures have been made, but you rarely hear of the prosecution. It's a function of some of the weaknesses within the security structure in Nigeria.
Initially, we were using a law that is over 60 years old, but today we have an act, Nigeria Customs Service Act 2023.
The military alone cannot win this war. We need the support of the people.
We are working on towards automating our processes and procedures. We are looking at the use of remote sensing in managing our borders. We are looking at the issues of use of unmanned area vehicles.
The epidemic of arms smuggling in Nigeria is very complex but needs to be addressed urgently. This way, gun violence victims get their deserved justice and perpetrators are held accountable for their actions. Mercy Frank, Gist Nigeria.
Well, security is everyone's responsibility. See something, say something. Now, do you think Nigeria is doing enough to check arms smuggling into its communities? Share your thoughts with us on X at Just Nigeria TV. We would like to hear from you.